Good morning everyone. Today we'll start with the next topic, that is properties of division. Okay. Now the first property is when a number is divided by 1. Whenever a number is divided by 1, quotient is the number itself. Like for example, if we say 6 divided by 1, so we'll say 1 6 so the quotient there will be 6. Similarly, if we take a bigger number 8749 divided by 1, so we'll get the same result, the number itself. Now second property is when a non-zero number divided by itself. Non-zero number is in which there is no zero at the end. Okay. When a non-zero number is divided by itself, the quotient is always 1. The quotient will always be 1. For example, 9273 divided by 9273. This has no zero. The result will be 1. For example, 6 divided by 6. 6 ones are 6. So 1 is the quotient. Okay. Similarly, in this example, 43761 divided by 43761. You get 1. Okay. Next property is the third property. When 0 is divided by any number, the quotient is always 0. Okay. Dividing next, like for example 0 divided by 620 is always 0. Similarly, any number which is divided by 0, you will get always a 0. This was when 0 is divided by a number. If we divide a number by 0, we get nothing. Like if we say 4 divided by 0, it is meaningless. We don't know about this. Okay. We can't solve this. Okay. Next is division algorithm. The checking formula. We had done a formula for checking, that is dividend is equals to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. This is used for checking. This is also known as division algorithm. This is the fifth property of division. Okay. So this is about the property of division. Now we'll move on to the next topic when we talk about division of numbers by 10 or their multiples. Okay. So when we talk about division by 10, right? So what do we say? That when a number is divided by 10, the remainder will be the digit at the ones place of the number and the quotient will be the number formed by the remaining digits. Okay, to see this, let us take an example. For example, if we have to solve 5786 divided by 10. Okay, we have to solve this. Now, to solve this, we can write 10 as divisor. 57686. This is the dividend. Now, dividing by 10, what do we get? 10 5s are 50. 7 is left, 8 will come down. 10 7s are 70. 8 is left, 6 will come down. 10 8s are 80. So 6 will be the remainder, right? And this will be the quotient. Now if you see, the 6 is the number at ones place of this number, right? If we write down 5786, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, right? So 6 it is at ones place and the quotient are the first three numbers of this number. Okay, so whenever we divide a number by 10, the numbers ones place will be the remainder and rest 3 will be the quotient. Okay, this is when we divide a number by 10. We can do the checking also. Okay, now if we divide a number by 100, this was by 10. If we divide a number by 100, for example, 40718 divided by 100. So we'll see the property based on this. 40718 divided by 100. We know 100 fours are 400. 7 is left. 1 will come down. Now this cannot be divided by 100. So we'll write 1 0 over here. Right? Now 8 will come down. 100 sevens are 700. 18 is left. This cannot be solved further. So this is the remainder and this is the quotient. Now for this, what we can say, for dividing a number by 100, we can say when a number is divided by 100, the remainder will be the number formed by ones and tens digit. So when you see ones and tens digits are 18, so the remainder is formed by ones and tens digit. And the quotient will be the number formed by the remaining digits. So remaining digits are 407. That are the quotient in this. Okay, this is divided by 100. Similarly, in 1000, when we'll solve, we can say the remainder will be the number formed by the ones, tens and the hundreds digit. And the quotient will be the remaining digit. For example, if we take an example for this, when we divide a number, for example 94037 divided by 1000. Now 94037 divided by 1000. We know 1000 nines is 9000. So we can write 403. 403 is smaller, so 7 will come down. So 4 is 4000. What is left? 037. So as you can see, the remainder is the number formed by ones, tens and hundreds. Ones, tens and hundreds is 0. So this is the remainder. And the quotient is the number formed by remaining digits. So 94. This is the quotient. Okay. So this happens when we divide a number by 10, 100 and 1000. So we have seen the properties and what happens when we divide a number by 10, 100 and 1000. Now we'll quickly come to the exercise 3.4. Okay. So in question 1, fill in the blanks. So these are related to the properties which we have done. 84368 in the first part divided by 1. You can directly write down 84368 because any number divided by 1, quotient will be the same number. Okay. So this whole question you can do, it is based on the properties. Similarly, find the quotient and the remainder without actual division. So we can just write down, like for example, if we have to divide by 10. So the quotient remainder will be the ones digit. So we can write down in remainder 4 and the quotient will be 8172, the number formed by the remaining digits. When we divide a number by 100, remainder is a number formed by ones and tens. For example, in this D part, 10 will be the remainder. So quotient will be 427. Similarly, you can do it for 1000. Now, in question 3, complete the table. 1 is done for you. See, 148 divisor is 10. Remainder will be 5. And dividend will be 1485. So, to solve this, we can keep the values in the formula. Dividend is equals to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. So, you will get the value. Okay. So this is all for this chapter, multiplication and division. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Thank you, class.